Ladies and gentlemen, here is the result of the election in Ward 5. Midlothian East, there are 3 councillors to be elected. The percentage poll was 39.84%. There were 78 rejected papers. The quota of votes for a candidate to be elected is 1,037. The first preference votes received by each of the candidates was as follows. Lisa Beattie, Scottish National Party, 1,372. Paul Bertram, Scottish National Party, 405. Peter Boys, Scottish Labour Party, 1,003. Peter de Vink, Independent, 461. Bob Gupilo, Scottish Anti-Cuts Coalition, 52. Katie Moffat, Scottish Labour Party, 475. Richard Thompson, Scottish Conservative and Unionist, 379. After application of the election rules, I declare that the following are deemed to be elected as councillors for Ward number 5, Midlothian East. Lisa Beattie, Scottish National Party, elected at stage 1. Peter Boys, Scottish Labour Party, elected at stage 5. And Peter de Vink, Independent, elected at stage 7.
Returning officer, I know you've had many thanks today. Could I add my very sincere thanks both on behalf of myself, my party, and obviously my wonderful volunteers, Paul Bertram. I think you've all heard many thanks today for the appreciation of the work of the staff at Glasgow High School. The remarkable, tireless effort that went on the polling stations yesterday, where I was so proud to have been a member of the Midlothian Council and to see the work, the generous and courteous work done by many officers of the Midlothian Council who were actually in a different capacity at the polling stations. There were many others who weren't just workers for the Midlothian Council, but they all did such a wonderful job, which, given the complexity of STV, that is familiar to most of us in this hall is now, but is not necessarily yet familiar to all members of the public, was a remarkably important piece of effort. And I salute not just those who are at the polling station, but also those who have trained those people at the polling stations in advance. I think it's so important that democracy is served fairly and transparently. The police and first aiders are often the unsung heroes of these events, and I'm grateful to them for their support. The election process is often troubled. This one, I'm happy to say, it's a smooth one, and that's in no small part thanks to all the people who quietly sit behind the scenes. Please don't think you're unappreciated. That's even the people sitting outside at the door of reception who don't get to hear all of this, but my thanks go to them, the people up there who've kept us fed and watered through this process. I have to say a huge thanks to my election agent, I should say our election agent. Paul and I have had tremendous support from Xander Smith, who is busy having family responsibilities and has a new baby on the way, and many other things to think about, but he's been there for us all the way, and it makes an enormous difference to have such an individual acting in the way he has. His hard work is remarkable, his dedication and support invaluable. I can't but help to mention Colin Beattie, not as your MSP, but as my campaign manager and Paul's campaign manager. He has been tireless in his support, both as my husband and as campaign manager. Without him, I'm certain he wouldn't see the result that we're seeing today. The activists who have been out there in rain, shine, and stare on rain, some of them have produced Herculean efforts to get out the information that we wanted to the electorate. Thank you all of you. It's not possible without it. I'd like to thank all my opponents for a very fair contest, but I can't. But for those of you who behaved so nobly and fairly and honourably, I was very pleased and proud to stand for the competition for this election this year. I'm especially proud and privileged to have had Paul Bertram as a running mate. It was an extraordinary privilege to have such a young person step forward bravely and for the first time, and I'm deeply, deeply disappointed that he won't be serving with me, but I hope we'll see him again, and I am hugely appreciative of what a wonderful support he has been. hope he will stand again another day, but most of all, I hope that he will be an inspiration to all the young people out there who are citizens of Midlothian, whose voice must be heard, they must be listened to. I won't keep you longer, other than to say, the people who have pledged their trust and confidence in me, I am truly deeply humbled by it. I've worked incredibly hard the past 5 years for those who voted for me in 2007. I will work equally hard and won't let you down. A huge thank you to you. And for everyone here today, can I say thank you for being here, thank you for sharing this moment, and this is a marvellous day for democracy to see two almost outside opportunities coming in, and thank you to everyone who stood in this election, who's been involved in it, and made it possible for us all. Please, make democracy real. It's really important to do that. It's so fragile. Thank you for listening.
Mr. Returning Officer, I'd like to thank you and your staff for all the work you've done here today and yesterday. Thank you very much indeed for the fish trades all done. Secondly, I cannot follow the Gettysburg Address, something I lost with our North American history. But however, I'm disappointed that I lost my colleague came with it. I'm sure she'll return yesterday. I would like to thank, first of all, my election agent, Ronnie McCluckie, and his wife Margaret, and his son Robert, who worked tremendously for the All Food campaign. Night and day. Thank you, Ronnie. I'd also like to thank the electorate for one day both back in, and we'll carry on as we did before, working closely together. Other than that, I'd like to say to the rest of you who took part in the elections, thank you very much, and all the staff that's here today, thank you. And I don't think I can say any more than that.
Well, first of all, I'm utterly and totally amazed that I was elected. I didn't expect it at all. I'm enormously grateful to all of the voters at Midlothian who have picked me up and who have supported me. I hope that I will not let them down by trying to be a revolutionary councillor. I want to thank my agent, Jim Dutt, who worked tirelessly, and I've been hugely impressed by the process of how the election was run and how particularly this all happened. We had a foresight of it last Wednesday, and now we saw it in reality, and it went flawless. Most impressive, and many thanks to all of you. I hope I won't let you down. Thank you.